Girl, you're blowing my mind with the things you say to me. And I like the way you comb your hair. I like them stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do that shows how much you really care. Like when I'm all alone with you, you know exactly.
Hello there. Well, about 4 weeks ago, we went to the opening of a new project, and the opening was held at the ice bar of the Amari, and it was for Riviera, because the showroom wasn't quite ready. The gentleman who I interviewed at the time is my guest today, Winston Gale from the Riviera Group, and he said that the showroom would be open in about 4 to 5 weeks. Well, even with the forces of nature working against him, he's managed to just deliver that actual promise. We're here now at Wongamat, wonderful new showroom. In fact, Winston, I have to say, it doesn't feel like a showroom. It feels, and a sales office, it feels more like a gallery or a hotel.
Yeah, excellent. I think it was designed to feel a little bit different, a little bit more like the real product will feel at the end. So a lot of effort went into creating something that would make potential buyers feel like that, you know?
Well, you know, you always hear about this wow factor, and I have to say, and I'm honestly, I obviously go to a lot of opening of condo showrooms or whatever, but this does have the wow factor. As soon as you walk in, not just to the sales office, but the actual showrooms as well. Absolutely, well, it just exudes luxury.
Thanks very much. I hope the feedback today with all the agents is, well, same as that. That's very kind of you. Yeah, we've as a team we've tried very hard to give that impression, give that level of detail. It's taken us longer than normal to create the building and add all the details, but if that's the impression you're getting today, and maybe if we're lucky other agents will feel the same way, then that's done its job. Yeah.
Right, now for those who haven't heard about Riviera and didn't see the previous interview, tell us about the project as a whole and how it came about, and you know, the two towers and such like.
Sure. Well, the Riviera is located Soy 16 in Wongamat. We are we're looking at the Palm right now, which is the other project I'm a developer in. It's a beautiful piece of land, literally a stone's throw from the beach. We have beach access through a public road down here, which makes the project a little bit more unique to the average piece of land that's close to the beach for accessibility. Two towers, as you mentioned, 43 and 40 floors. We've gone to a lot of architectural effort to make it a very sexy building, I think, and that goes with the sort of glamorous lifestyle ocean dream branding, which we've sort of put on all the marketing materials that is seen around town, whether it be billboards or brochures, magazines, etc. So yeah, facilities. I think when you walk around this showroom, you get a sense of, you know, we've got a 69-meter long pool that was intentionally put together to try and demonstrate what the finishing product will be like. You know, it has a bit of a laguna design to the whole concept. Water starts from the back and finishes at the front. We really try to get that across to people even now, you know, a long time before completion of the project.
I used the word hotel in my intro there. The people that are going to be buying from you, and I know that you've had great sales already, even though you've only just finished the showroom. Will they be using this, you think, as a residential home, or will this be as a second home?
I think the majority will use here as a residential, as a holiday home, a second home. I think there will be a decent amount of people who will live here, but I think predominantly it'll probably be 65-70%. It'll be a second home for them, and we've designed the rooms mostly, but not entirely, around that concept as well. So.
Okay. And what about the actual market as well? Because Wongamat has always been hugely popular with ties, and ties on the back of the floods a few years ago sort of well, they got a little bit stimulated about Padilla again. I don't want to really compare it to the Palm because really Riviera it's a different brand altogether, although there are echoes, shall I say, of the Palm in the design. But in terms of the people that you anticipate will be buying, will it still be Thai nationals as well, or is it a lot of foreign buyers, or foreign buyers who live in Thailand or they live overseas and then come here?
I think it's like you said at the beginning of what you were just saying about the floods. It reminded the local domestic Thai market what Pattaya was about, and it also re-educated them that actually a lot has changed. It wasn't just the arrival of Central on Pattaya Beach. That was like the start of it all, and since then, you know, it's grown and grown and grown, and I think the Thais now recognise themselves that, you know, they have a great alternative to Hoi Hin here now. Lots of choice in hotels, restaurants, certainly condominiums. So they're all very aware of Wongamat and the location of the Riviera, and we've already had a lot of sales from Thai. So expectations are going as we planned, really. We've got a lot of foreign buyers already. Obviously, we've had a lot of Russian interest. But no, we've had a really healthy amount of initial Thai buyers already. So I think it's just going to continue that way.
Well, and you mentioned the Russians, the hotels that are quite nearby, the big Centara Mirage and the Pullman. Actually, the GM of the Centara, he joked to it as the Russian hotel, because it's such a popular destination for them now. But their money's still coming in. And what about the Chinese? I hear that this is now the second most popular tourism nationality now.
It is, and all the statistics are echoing that sentiment. We've seen a few buy here so far. We haven't seen a lot, but nor have we targeted them yet, so to speak. So, but for sure that market is there and it's growing. Whether they are aware right now of the different areas, I guess that's the real estate agent's job to educate them. You know, that this area is best for this kind of environment, and this for this, and so on and so forth. But that will just come in time, you know. Same as the Russians arriving here. I remember when there was very few of them, and the evolution of their education process in the condo market. And now I think the majority of Russian agents that deal with the Russian arrivals, you know, I'm not saying the job is easy for them, but they're more educated now. So, you know.
In terms of you mentioned that there's lots of condos available now, and there is. I mean, I think the last figure that I'd heard quoted was there was 39,000 units available. So there's a lot of choices for people. Yeah. What would you say, I mean, apart from the location and the legacy that Wongamat offers, what would you say are the unique selling points or the key selling points for Riviera?
I think with the Riviera, it's for me it's quite simple. If you're in the know and you know your locations, the old adage from before our time is location, location, location. So we clearly have the location. I think we've priced it. When I look at the competition right now, we are the same as so many projects. We're even cheaper than some projects that I think this location is superior. And we're only slightly more expensive than other projects that we could be perceived as being a lot more expensive. So I think we've priced it incredibly fair, and our payment terms are very good as well here. So I think it's a package that we've got here. I know architecturally the amount of effort we went to, as I was saying 10 minutes ago, the facilities, the if you like, I hope to be an iconic architectural design for the Riviera Group. It should be something quite special, and I think there is a lot of competition out there, but we're priced to sell. So we'll see. Let's see.
Well, one thing that I really admire that you've done, not just with the office and the showroom and the beautiful landscaping, everything you've done, but out the back you have these wonderful panoramic views that you've had taken, and you had the guts to show exactly what people will see. It's not It's not a rendering, it's not a drawing, nothing's been taken away. It's the actual views that people will see. I think that's pretty brave, Winston.
Do you think?
No, I mean, the thing is, the views are stunning, but there is a lot of building going on, and there's a lot of building that's not completed that you might, from an artistic point of view, say, no, that kind of upsets the look of the picture, but you've done the real thing.
I think this is just, thanks for saying that, I think it just endorses what I was saying earlier about what makes this project different to maybe a lot of the competition is we don't feel that we need to really hide anything. The views are stunning from all locations. The peninsula of North Pattaya, where the palm sits, is literally just there. So even though we're set further back from where the palm is located, the views themselves are still quite spectacular from here. So I just wanted to demonstrate that from the balconies of prospective people's views, and just try and give an honest, transparent sales tool for the staff to use, really. So, but thanks for the appreciation.
Well, we're now on the cusp of the high season, or is there still a high season, you think, or is it kind of plateaued because of all the different sort of nationalities that are buying? Are you expecting a massive upturn? I mean, obviously, in a way you are, because the showroom's just opened.
Well, there is a high season for foreigners, and for sure this is the cusp of it, or perhaps beyond now. We've seen an awful lot of sales so far. We're almost 50% sold already, which is a healthy mix of investors and end users, really. So, there's a lot of tourists here. It is quieter for sure. There's no denying that, because the amount of potential buyers are just spread more thinly. It's a common sense of economics, really. But we get a lot of traffic here. We're doing a lot of marketing at the moment. We're at CM Paragon's show in Bangkok at the moment. We've got a almost semi-permanent booth in Central here. We're going to the Ocean Marina Boat Show tonight for the launch of that. We're at the Hilton in January. So we're being very proactive, and we're seeing a lot of traffic because of that. But yeah, you're right, for sure. It is a little bit quieter. You can see that. Yeah.
Well, Winston, I'm sure that even though it's coming up to the high season, you deserve a break, because this has obviously been a huge amount of work, this months and months. Well, how long since this when this piece of land came up for purchase for you?
Oh, I spoke to my investing partner about the two of us doing this August last year, so it's been a year and 3 months, 15 months. Feels like about 5 years.
Yeah. So now it's the time to try and drive the sales, get it up from the 50%, obviously heading towards your target of 100%. Does that mean that you can then just focus on the marketing aspect now, or is there a lot of other things still to do?
Well, there's an awful lot to do. We've got EIA planning that's just been submitted in Bangkok, so we hope to have that as planned around March next year, maybe April, if things get delayed, as they often do. So there's a lot of preparation regarding the construction company now, getting the right people on board and all the different engineers and companies. But yeah, for sure, the marketing is still very important to us. We're focusing a lot on just trying to stand out from the crowd with everything that we're doing, and of course that takes a lot of time. So yeah.
Well, you certainly put the effort in, and the showrooms that they have here definitely do stand out from the crowd. The interior design, which has been overseen by Winston and his wife Sukanya, is second to none. If you're looking to get into the property market in Pattaya, whether it's for the long term or whether it's a second home or even as an investment, come along here to the Riviera, Soi 16 in Wongamat. Come and speak to Winston, his multilingual team. As we've been speaking, the website has been on the screen, and hopefully you can make a little bit of Pattaya a part of your lifestyle. See you again. Bye-bye.